Well, we've changed quite a lot on the car, a lot of small things, but the main thing is basically center of gravity is a lot lower down. We've moved a lot of weight from the top to the lower down in the car. We've changed the suspension a little bit, especially the rear suspension. Then we've moved to a new 5-litre Toyota V8 engine instead of the 4.6 which we used last year. That's just to have some more torque for sandy conditions. That's where we basically lacked a bit last year. So all in all, there's quite a few improvements. The other cars have also got to use standard production engines now, which they didn't use last year. They still use prototype engines, so their power will come down a little bit. Ours have gone up a little bit, so hopefully we'll be able to stay a little bit closer now, and it'll be close enough for us to challenge for the win. Well, I mean, the challenge is the same. It's still just as difficult in South America as in North Africa. The main difference is the altitude, which we've got in South America, which makes it maybe a little bit more challenging, for man and machine. It's we cross some places at a height of 4,900 meters above sea level, and it's not so much oxygen up there, so it's hard for the engines and for the drivers and co-drivers and for the rest of the team as well. But there's lots of sand. There's big dunes in South America. Africa, you probably got a little bit more wide open spaces and things like that. But I would say South America is just as good a challenge. And the other big difference there is that we have 5 million people physically standing next to the route following the race. That is tremendous. So that the atmosphere is nicer there because you have that amount of people following the race. So from that point of view, it's very good, and it's very exciting to race. You can't really say it's the dunes or it's the gravel roads or the altitude. I always say it's the combination of everything that makes it a big challenge. It's if you put everything together, it makes it really demanding, and you need to perform at your best to make sure that you get through all the challenges being thrown at you. So. From my point of view, it's the whole race really.